right there. That very left-hand corner. That's some roots.
Oh.
Those aren't a big deal there.
So those are the things that the rotor can
I wouldn't
chop
even,
out if they're not too bad?
Yeah, and I wouldn't even mess with that right there at this point. And we got a belly.
Can you tell what kind of pipe?
Yeah,
is it clay?
It's up here. It looked like there was some clay for sure. Cast will give like a scaly looking.
Yeah.
So we did go into some cast underneath, and then it transitioned to clay. And we got a belly here where it's holding water. Which in clay is not as big of a deal. Cast is a big deal because the the cast will rot. So you got some water flow there, see?
Mm-hmm.
That's from me pushing that water through. Pretty sure. Get some of that glare off of there. See that water sitting in there? So it's where the pipe kind of goes like this, bellies.
Mm-hmm. So that's bad, or?
Well, not. If it was cast, I would say yes. But you're on clay. Cast, it'll sit there and it'll rot the area out. It'll rot the bottom of the pipe out. Where clay is not going to rot like that. If you think it's a concern, definitely. I don't think it's a concern for you. But we'll see if there's a root that's holding this water back. Because that can definitely be a root or something. See, I'm totally underwater right here. So the pipe's definitely holding water.
So it should just all flush out and not have water in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, now I'm up out of it. And what I've seen is areas also in clay pipe where there'll be roots here and there'll be roots here, and the water's just sitting there from the roots being in there, and it doesn't allow it to flow. So
then eventually, does it break the pipe, or
just, no, you'll want to clear it.
Yeah, it just creates blockage.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is get up here a little bit further. You want to turn that sink on there, and maybe go flush the toilet in the other bathroom.
Okay.
And what I could have ran into is, in that water, it could have dropped into another pipe that is almost like a main. Where, see, I'm seeing flow here. So we're going to stop that water now and see if this flow just stops.
Your drain slow.
Do you see how they did the P-trap?
Oh, yeah.
No,
These too.
leaking.
Oh, is it leaking now? Imagine that.
Well, there's some sort of weird vent.
Is it leaking out of the top or before that flexible?
It's leaking at the T.
Oh, it's T. That was the same guy that did the bathroom.
Obviously.
He just didn't even tighten up that drain.
Some lousy guy, yeah.
All right, let's watch this guy a little bit further here.
Obviously, the sewer line is probably out in the street.
Sometimes I'll run them down the alleys and I'll come into them here. So that's what I'm wondering here, because I shouldn't see any flow. We don't have any water flowing here in this house, and I'm still seeing flow. So I don't know when I went into that water there, if I dropped down into a line. But normally your mains are
Yeah.
good size. But who knows? This place was built in 1918. So who knows what they did out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to back it out slow here in a minute. And we're going to watch and see, because there was a point where I did see a transition. But these can be tricky. I shouldn't see any flow because we don't have anything running in here. And you can still see it flow. So we might be in a... See, look at that flow. You see it?
Lots, yeah.
This faucet's dripping in here. I'm going to write that up. It's been dripping since I shut it off.
The sink or the tub?
The tub. But that's not causing that, so.
Yeah, that's like actual.
Let's back out of here. That's flow. See how it just mellows out there? Real slight flow. Here in a minute, my camera will just go totally underwater. Right there. See that? See, I'm underwater here, so I don't know if this is where I dropped into some kind of a main. It's hard to tell. Stop scrolling. So my camera lens is almost a ½ inch. So that water is flowing under it. Probably about a ¼ inch of flow, and you can still see it flowing there. Right here. Yeah, right here. See that transition is?
Yeah.
So I think that's where we dropped in. This line goes out the back of this house.
Oh, and then the sewer's probably in the alley.
Well, I'm thinking it's in the alley back here, because look,
Yeah.
that looks like what it's doing is it's dropping into a pipe.
Yeah.
So I think you're running out about 5 feet off your foundation,
Oh, okay.
and you're dropping.
But for, as a general rule, I guess,
See, look right here. Okay,
Yeah.
See this right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I know right there something's tied into it on the left. Now watch, as I come into it, I disturb that water flow.
Yeah.
And you see it flowing? So that's coming from somewhere else.
Okay. Like the main.
Yeah, so that's, and this is cast. Let me back up here, you'll see cast. This is clay, but I saw some cast, small transition. Now you can tell it's clay. You see that little lip right there?
Yeah.
That's how I stacked them. There's that one spot there I was telling you about. See that little teeny bit of roots right there?
Yeah.
Not even nothing to worry about. And then you should transition right here. Yeah, see this is cast. I think, let me back out a little bit further. Just right on that guy. And then we're going into plastic here, right where it comes in, where the toilet. See that right there? That's cast.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's pretty clear.
Oh yeah.